Hello.
Hello.
Hi, is it Sarim? Yes, hi, Sarim.
Hi, yes, I'm Sarim.
Hi, nice to meet you.
And you wanted the teacher? What's your name? Sorry.
My name's Dylan. Yeah. Just let me type my name. That might be easier for you to read. Dylan, D-Y-L-A-N.
Yeah.
Yep. So I will be the writing teacher today.
Okay.
How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. I might come into the right link, the right Zoom.
So are you supposed to attend elective letter writing?
Yeah, because last week I couldn't join the Wednesday because I'm very new, and last week was the first Wednesday class, and I couldn't connect to the Zoom link, so I missed the whole Wednesday last week. Yeah, so today when I log into the IEL portal, it say is it a something writing? Yeah, but it's 3 to 5 o'clock, and I clicked on that one, and it bring me to you here.
Yeah. Okay. Just to double check.
Yeah.
To confirm, between 3 and 5,
yeah,
we have 2 classes.
Yeah.
One is called elective, and the other called green. Just make sure you're not in green, so you're definitely here.
I'm in a red group, I think. Red class.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Then no worries. So you didn't get in the wrong classroom. That is
Okay.
supposed to be. Yeah.
This is the one. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Awesome. No worries.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how's your day? Was that good?
Not so bad. Had a good day today. I was in work today, so that was good.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, it's supposed to be a bigger class. I don't know where everybody is gone. Just give me a minute. I'm going to contact our staff to make sure everybody is coming in. Oh, there it is. Hello, Net.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, Net. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. All right. How many classes have you had today?
Yeah, I just come back from home for morning.
So you came back from the studio?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Great. How long does it take for walking?
Yes, I think 30 minutes.
30 minutes. So you don't live in CBD?
Yet I'm living in CBD, but a little bit far from the city.
Okay. Well, that's quite a long travel. All right. Just I think we should have more students show up today. I'll probably wait for another 2 minutes, then we'll get started. Yeah.
While we're waiting, can I ask you a question? Is Turn English also offer a face-to-face IELTS class?
Yes, I mean, we are switching from the online courses to the face-to-face class. It takes some steps. So we have already got some face-to-face classes, but we can't put them all face-to-face at the same time because that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure about our arrangement here. If you have any question, you can ask agent or something. But I think in the near future, we're going to switch everything to face.
Oh, okay. Is how many days a week and what time the class running?
What do you mean?
Like for face-to-face class, at the moment that it's running?
Unfortunately, I'm not quite sure about that.
Okay, all right. No worries.
I'm not in charge of the, scheduling
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I'll probably need to ask them as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
no worry.
Okay. Hi, Ben. Hello.
I'm good.
Hi, Ben. How are you?
I'm good. So,
Good. Awesome.
is it my class?
Good. Okay. Excuse me. My screen is a bit glitchy. Yeah, and we have George. Hi, George.
Hi,
Hello.
hi, Miss. Hi,
Good to see you again. How are you?
very good.
Good. Awesome. All right. Seems that we have got a kind of big enough class, and now we're about to get started. Right. So first, let me share the screen. Okay, so this is week 2 of learning writing letter. And today we're going to continue talking about writing letter of request. All right, just to quickly recap what we have learned the last time. Can anyone tell me what does a letter of request mean? What do you do? What is a letter of request?
That means you request particular kind of something that you would like to happen to the person that you're writing to.
Exactly, that's really good. So a request means when you ask for something, right? Ask for something. So when we write a letter of request, we ask for something or ask whether something would happen on you. So, oh, we have Momo. Hi, Momo.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, how's it going? What are you doing today? What's funny? Hard to tell. Oh, we have Baju. Hi, Baju.
Hi, teacher. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Yes, I'm good.
Awesome. Okay. Momo and Baju, you didn't miss so much. We have just got started. Today we're revising writing the letter. So, writing a letter of request means we ask for something. And does anyone remember what's the 8 steps? 8 steps to writing the letter of request. There are 8 steps. Check your notes and tell me some details about it. Nat?
Yep. First in opening.
Yeah, opening. Excellent. Opening. Ben, do you know what comes next?
Background, purpose.
Very good. Background. Background. What does background mean? What do you write in here?
Some information about, let's say, if you request for a meeting to happen, but so a bit of information about that.
Yes, a bit of information. The basic information, isn't it? So we say the basic information, for example, who you are, what it is, what is the matter, right? And what comes next? Baju, Do you know
Info
what's
A.
the third step? Come again?
Info A.
Yes, information A.
Information.
And of course, value, what's the next one?
Information B.
Yeah, information B. Well, it depends on what you are asking for, depends on the content of the letter. Sometimes maybe you don't have that much information, but it's always good if you have lots of things to talk to someone, include two types of, two pieces of information. All right, and next, let's have Momo. Do you know what's the next part?
Request and
Yeah.
suggestion.
Request, suggestion. Awesome, very good. So request means that we, okay, finally have come to the things you want. Sorry, everybody. Is my screen sharing properly? Is my screen shared properly right now?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. All right. So, suggestion, request. I wouldn't take this as a part because it depends on the context. Well, that's right, Momo. You could give some suggestion, but it wouldn't be a general step. The next part, we tell, so in this step, we tell the request, and next is time to close it. We show a signal of close. The signal of close. Right? And next one. George. George, can you tell us what's the step 7?
Yes. Okay.
So here we have signal close and step 7.
Close.
Yeah, so we close it. We close it. And George, the last one.
Close.
Yeah, I mean, after close, there's one more thing we need to write, which is pretty short.
Point full.
So who's writing this? This is what we need to write, right? This technically we call it the signature.
Signature.
Signature is the writer of the. Okay. Now I'm going to delete those further explanation. And let me see who else has joined this classroom. Oh, we have Andrea. Hello, Andrea.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, how are you doing today?
Good.
Good, awesome. Okay, Andrea. So today we are revising writing the letter of request. Now, can you read the 8 steps to writing the letter of request here? So here,
No.
can you see the screen here?
No.
No? Okay, now Andrea, can you read the step 1, opening?
Open.
Opening, good. So that is the start of the letter. And do you know the next word?
Background.
Yeah, good. Background. For example, in the background, you will tell the reader who you are and what you are doing, what you are writing for. Okay, next one. Can you read this for me? Information A.
Information A.
Very good. And next, information B.
Information B.
Awesome. Next one, can you try reading this word for me? Request. And next one, signal close.
Signal close.
And close. Last one, signature. Yeah. Sorry, that was a bit
Esa tiene uno que estar ahí pendiente al tiro. Si no están a uno, le dan bajando.
you read that again. Signature.
Signature.
Awesome. Very good. So that is the 8 steps to writing a letter of a request. Thank you, Andrea.
Okay.
And now, apart from the 8 steps to writing a letter, we have 3 types.
I'm here, sorry.
Esta mañana.
Sorry?
I can't hear because so many noise at the background.
Yeah. I think, yeah, I'll fix it.
Thank you.
So next, we know the steps to writing a letter. Next, we're talking about the types of letter. Who can tell me what are the 3 types of letter?
Formal letter, informal letter, and semi-formal letter.
Excellent. Thank you, Nat. So we have formal letter, informal letter, and semi-formal letter. Momo, can you tell us what does formal mean? What is the formal letter?
In
Try your best.
I'm not sure.
Not sure how to explain or not sure what is formal. Not sure about the meaning. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I was actually challenging you because I think you your level is kind of medium, pretty good. That's why I was trying to challenge, give you a challenge to try. So formal means when we are being serious and or for business purposes. So this is the type of the letter that you need to be careful with your language most. This is the formal language, and in contrast is the informal letter. That means we're not very serious, not quite for business purposes. You might write a letter to your friends, to some people who you are familiar with. And of course, the last one, semi-formal letter. Semi here means half, like half, not so much informal, not so much formal, it's semi-formal, right? You might write a semi-formal letter to your colleagues, people who you work with. Excellent. So these are the 3 types of letter. Now, can I get Baju to read the 3 types of letters here?
3 types of letter. 1, formal letter. 2, informal letter. And 3, semi-formal letter.
Excellent. Good job. All right. So these are the 3 types of letters. Last, excuse me. Lastly, we're going to look at the language in letter writing. So the first thing is slang. Does anyone know what is a slang?
It's the speaking language.
Yes, right. Thank you, Sarah. Slang is the some language in let's say the words or expressions when you speak it out. It's usually not used in the written forms. Well, you could write it, but mostly you use that in the informal letters. And next one, we have the tag questions. Tag question. Any ideas about what a tag question is? It's a kind of question, but
full sentence and follow for tag question in the second.
yeah, you're on a right track, Nat. Can you give us an example of that?
I think you are study English. Is correct that? Maybe not sure.
Close. So you were saying you are studying English, right? Yeah. So you are studying English. This sentence is not a question, but if you want to turn that into a question in order to conform your understanding, you could say, aren't you?
Are
Yes.
you?
Yeah, you're studying English, aren't you? This is a question. It means I'm kind of like 80% sure about if you are studying English, but not 100%. So at the end of the sentence, I'll ask you, aren't you? Yeah. Andrea, could you read the tag question here for us?
You are studying English, are you?
Yeah. So yeah.
Not to
Yeah.
study.
Good. Andrea, can you read this phrase here again? Studying English.
Studying English.
Good. You are studying English, aren't you?
You are studying English, aren't you?
Yeah, good. Excellent. Very good. And so this is the tag question. Now, by following this pattern, can I get, let me see, Bayu?
Yes.
Bayu, could you give us another example of the tag question?
Are you married?
Are you married? All right, this is a question. However, it's a normal question, right? It's not a tag question. We can convert this into a tag question. And to do this, remember, first, we're pretty sure that someone's married. Then you would say, you are married. Okay, and this is a statement. Sounds like you're pretty sure. But then we turn that into a question. Aren't you? There you go. This is the tag question. Does that make sense, Bayu?
Sorry?
Is that clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right. Just to get everybody more familiar with the classroom language, here is an expression you need to understand. Does that make sense? If I ask you, does that make sense? That means, do you understand? Do you understand? Right? The reason that I'm asking you, does that make sense, is because that sounds nicer. Because sometimes if you say, hey, do you understand? That sounds rude. In some cases, it could sound rude. So that's why I would ask, does that make sense? I'm asking you, do you understand? Alternatively, I will probably, not just me, probably some other teachers, they could ask you, is that clear? Which means the same thing. Do you understand? Right? Especially when it doesn't, when the explanation is not quite clear, then you say, I'm still confused, or sort of things. All right, just a quick tip. Okay, I think we have got somebody else join. Hi, Sutor. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Sutor. Nice to see you again.
Yes. Now
How are
I'm
you
driving to
doing?
home, so I will let you know when I arrive home.
Are you okay with turning on your camera at the moment?
Now I'm driving a car.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see.
Okay.
No problem. No
Oh, yeah.
problem. Drive safe.
Okay. Thank you.
No worries. Hi, Kan.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, nice to see you again. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How about you?
Good. Thanks for asking. Okay. So next, let me see. Yeah, we got the tab question. Just one more try. Can you give us an example of tab question?
Do you have to go to school today? And you?
Okay. Do you have to go?
No. You have to.
Good.
Don't have to you. Do
Right.
you
You have to go to school. So you just said, do you? Okay.
Do you? Yeah.
So here is the thing. When the first part of the sentence is affirmative, which means a yes, then the second part is a no. So that means if I say you have to go to school, then to finish this tab question, I will say, don't you? Don't you? Yeah. Does that make sense, Ken? Yeah, awesome. You have to go to school, don't you? Now, George, can I get you to read the sentence for us? Here.
You have to go to school, don't you?
Awesome. Very good. Thank you, George. So this is the tab question. Next one, we have contraction. Okay, sounds like a big word, but it's something you see in the English expressions every day. Does anyone know what's a contraction? Any ideas, everybody? Contraction? Okay, so contraction is the short way to write some words. Does that ring a bell?
All
right.
Abbreviation, is it the other word?
Come again, Sarah?
Is it abbreviation for another word?
Oh yeah, you have just mentioned something else, abbreviation. But that's another thing. I'll explain that later on. But contraction, all right, I'll show the examples here. This is a contraction. This is a contraction. And this is a contraction. Yep.
Yep.
Sarum, do you know what does aren't stand for?
Are not.
Are not. That's right. Are not. What does don't stand for, Sarum?
Do not.
Do not. Good. Yeah, good. So the reason for having contraction is very simple, as you can imagine. It's just that we're lazy. We don't want to write so many letters, even just one letter more. I don't want to write that. So I write a short version, like don't.
Can I ask a question? But in
Yes.
formal language or informal letter, you can't write the contraction, can't you?
Exactly. That's what I was about to say.
Okay.
That's the reason I'm listing these items.
Yeah.
So in a formal writing, for example, the letter of request, usually you write it in a formal way. Unfortunately, we don't use slang. We don't use tag questions.
Okay.
We don't use contraction. I mean, most of you, the first two items might be easy for you, but the last one, you need to get used to it. Do not use it. And I guess you understand why. Because we want to show our sincerity. We're serious. We're not lazy. So I'm not lazy. I'm writing everything by myself, right? To respect.
Give me more mark.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So just a few more. Momo, do you know what's the full version of isn't?
Is not.
Is not. Cool. Baju, do you know what's the full version of wasn't?
Was not.
Was not. Excellent. And Can, do you know what doesn't stand for?
Do not.
It does not.
Yeah.
Does not. Yep. And Ben,
Yes.
do you know what won't stand for?
Will not.
Will not. Yes, will not. Right. I think, well, from my own experience, we're most likely to use won't in the formal letter, like forget using the full version. So keep that in mind, right? Good. So that's everything we need to be clear with writing a request. And now today we're going to learn some new expressions. The first one, which is pretty simple.
Mira un word en chino. Un word en chino.
The situation is that. The situation is that. Okay.
Un word en chino.
Ben, can I get you to read this expression here? Ben, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you read this expression?
The situation is that.
Very good. The situation is that. The situation. This is kind of hard to explain the meaning of it. So I recommend you, if you don't know this word, look it up in the dictionary and try understanding the meaning. So the situation means the things happening on you. The situation. Situation is a big word. It can mean everything. So probably right now you're sick, or like you're busy, you're happy or sad. The situation means everything you have experienced or you are experiencing right now. And we use this expression to explain something. For example, The situation is that I have been sick for a month. I have been sick for a month. All right. Can
Yeah.
you guess what is the context? Where does this sentence appear?
Sorry, can you say?
Can, are you lagging or something? I can't hear you.
Yeah. You hear me?
Oh yeah, that's better.
Yeah, can you just say again?
Yeah. So if this sentence is in a letter of request, okay, can you guess
Yeah.
what that is about?
Ah, that is about the letter to explain.
Yeah, exactly.
or-
To explain something, for example, you didn't do, right? Maybe the next sentence I would
Yeah.
say, the situation is that I've been sick for a month, so I could not, see, I have the same mistake. I could not finish
No, ahorita
my
no,
task.
ahorita también. Ya, chinita.
So I'm explaining why I wasn't able to finish my task because I have been
Sí,
sick.
es la actitud, güey. Esa es la actitud.
This is the expression
Tú
here.
yo mucho para que me mantenga. Ay, no.
Now I am creating a scenario for everybody. You
Viciosa.
did not
Eso me dijo.
finish your task. Use the situation is that to explain why. Okay, so what's gonna happen next is everybody going to write your own sentence. I mean, type down your sentence in the chat box. Write a example in response to this task. Is that clear, everybody?
So, I don't know.
So you're going to write this. The situation is that. Okay, let's start it with I am sorry that I did not finish my task. The situation is that. Now everybody type down your sentence, fill the blank here and type it, put it in the chat box. Excellent. Pan, are you okay if I put your sentence here?
Yes, also.
So I'm going to put everybody's sentence in this file. And if you're not comfortable with sharing your sentences, please let me know. That's totally fine. Just let me know about that. I don't know why it's not copied. All right, I'm just gonna type it down. I'm busy at work.
No.
Okay, for those who haven't finished their work, you can keep working on it. But right now I'm going to go through some of our students' sentences and check wording or your expressions. So the first one, I have been busy at work. I am sorry that I did not finish my task. Perfect, very good. I think that was Kan's sentence, right? Was that Kan?
Yep.
Yep, very good.
Thank you.
Next one. I am sorry that I did not finish my task. The situation is that my hand was broken. Okay, that was, I get what you mean, Ben. But usually we don't say broken because it sounds like it breaks down. Like, so you could just say hurt. Was hurt, or cut. Is that what you meant then?
Okay.
Yeah, or injured, which could be something more serious, and that includes everything when you get hurt, so you get injured.
Okay.
Next one. I am sorry that I did not finish my assessment on time. Good, good. I've changed the answer a little bit. The situation is that I got caught with work. What did you mean, Saren? Sorry. You need to unmute yourself, your microphone.
Sorry. Yeah, I mean, like in my work, sometimes we just get very busy and we might ask to stay back couple of hours. So I mean, like, yeah.
Yeah. So I think what you mean, you could say, I was stuck.
Okay.
Stuck. Yeah.
It-
Got
yeah.
caught, like, get caught sounds like the police officer came to you.
Yeah, I was in trouble at work. Okay.
Yeah, I was arrested or something like that.
That makes sense.
That's
Yeah.
good. But that's a good excuse.
Yeah. I didn't want that to happen. No.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're stuck. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And I was very exhausted. Good. I mean, normally, because that's a good word, everybody. Exhausted means very tired. And as you can see, Sarah, it means very tired. So if you say very exhausted, it still makes sense, but we don't often say that. So you could just say I was exhausted.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
From working long time or many hours, because hours, 1 hour is 1 hour. 1 hour cannot be long. So long time or many hours. And next we have here, I'm sorry that I did not finish my task. The situation is that I had many tasks to complete yesterday. This is perfect, very good. That's net. Yeah, awesome. Next one. Thank you. Sorry, I was not supposed to type your name. I am sorry that I did not finish my task. Situation is that okay, it's me when there is a big event in my family. Okay, Baju, I totally understand what you mean. It's like there's an event in your family, so you have to whether deal with it or you know, attend a party or something. Is that what you mean? Yeah, that's
yes,
good.
like
That's good.
like the big party like that.
That's a good excuse for explanation. But let's just correct some wording issue. You could say the situation is that. So that sounds like a mark to get started with the situation, right? After the word that, you tell what happened. The situation is that there, of course, there was, right? Because it's in the past, right? There was a big event in my family. Good. That's good. Andrea, would you like to have a try? Or this is a bit hard for you? Yeah, that's all right. But do you understand everybody's sentences? Does that help? Yeah, that's good. That's good. You can still keep thinking about your own sentences anytime. If you type that in the chat box, I'll check your sentence. Is that clear, Andrea? So if you have any idea about using the expression here, about using the situation is that, then you can type it, put it in the chat box, in the chat. Yeah, and I will check it for you. Okay, let me see. Suitor's driving, which is fine. George, where's your sentence?
Yes. I am copying my in
Uh-huh.
I am copying in the chat box.
There is? Did I miss it? You sure you put that in the chat box? I'm sorry, I couldn't find it. How about that you just read it for me?
I am a star.
Start.
Star. Star.
Yeah. Are you reading that for me?
I am sorry that I don't finish my task.
Uh-huh.
And the situation is that I'm going too late for my work.
I was late for my work. Good. Good. Well, that can be a very complicated situation. You might need some more explanation, but you're on the right track. Very good, George. Good job. Oh, there's Andrea's. Let me see Andrea's sentence. I am sorry. Okay, we're just gonna keep the same thing. So I'm sorry, blah, 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 then that situation is that my boss asked me to work all weekend. Excellent. Good try, Andrea.
Yes, miss. Yes, teacher.
Yeah, that's very good. That's very good. Just one thing. Situation now. The all weekend. The all weekends. The all day, the all weekends. Yeah, that's all. Good.
Okay.
Very good. Impressive. Yeah, so that's the first expression we're going to use. Again, it is to expand your expressions in letter writing. And next one. Ready? We're going for the next expression. And this is something Momo said at the beginning.
¿Qué hago, Dios mío?
Okay. Momo, can you guess what is this expression for?
Pardon?
So here, this is our new expression. Would it be a good idea to do something? Let's take a guess.
No, marica, yo me voy para los.
Not sure. That's what you said at the beginning, giving the suggestion. Suggestion. Yeah. So if you say, would it be good to postpone our appointment? Postpone means to make things happen later. To put it later, right? For example, if you have an appointment on, for example, 28th August, right? And for some reason, you cannot show up. You cannot come to this appointment. Then you ask, if it's possible to make it 25th, for example, August, then this is that you postpone the appointment. Does that make sense, Momo? Yeah. So the expression words like would it be good? Would it be a good idea to do something? Right? And this is again an expression in the formal language. In a formal letter. And that is to replace the expressions like I think you can do this. I want to do this. What else? How about that we do this, that? This is too informal. And in the English language convention, that will be considered as not very respectful.
Would.
Yeah. So if you want some good results from writing this letter, you could use the expression, would it be a good idea to do something? Okay, so I'm going to leave the expression here. All right, now, Baju, can I get you to read the sample sentence here for everybody?
Right?
Just read this sentence for us.
Would it be a good idea to postpone the appointment?
Excellent. Would it be a good idea? So it's like you're giving a suggestion, but you're not very sure if it's a good idea. I'm asking somebody else, do you think that's a good idea? And in a way, you are giving a suggestion. Okay, now, everybody, please now use the expression, would it be a good idea to use this structure to write your own sentences. Again, type it, put it in the chat box, and we're going to check it together. And for those who are confident of your sentences, I'm very happy to see you add more sentences to make this question sound better. For example, if I were you, I'll probably say, I'm sorry, I you don't have to write this much. I'm just giving you an example. All you need to do is just write this sentence. Would it be a good idea to do something? Okay, since nobody's showing us the answer, I'm going to check Saren's work first. Would it be a good idea to go for a walk in the park as it is a beautiful sunny day? Good. This is a good sentence, but I would say this is a bit of run on sentence. Run on sentence. It means that it's too long. So again, it is grammatically correct. It is correct. But just when we are writing a letter, we need to think about the reader's reading experience, like how comfortable they are with reading your letter. I would say, because this is a question, so it's maybe better that you end it here. So like this. Would it be a good idea to go for a walk in the park? It is a beautiful sunny day. Yeah.
Thank you.
And the other thing, as for punctuation, Sarah, when two adjectives go together to describe the same noun, right? See, sunny and beautiful, these two words are adjectives. They both describe day, right? When they go together, we need to use a comma to separate them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep, thank you.
No worries. And the reason is that I think because if you don't do that, that can be confusing when people are reading.
Yep.
People would think that the beautiful is used. Beautiful is used to describe sunny. That's why. And if you're adding more quality to this, like peaceful, right? No matter how many adjectives you add to it, use the commas to separate them.
Okay. No need to use and here, like
No.
first comma and second and? No, all comma for all the adjectives that stay together. Okay. Thank you.
That's a bit special. It's not like from the supermarket, I bought apples, pears, and pineapples.
Yeah,
that's another thing.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So next one. Would it be a good idea? Ben has given us a good example that I should explain to everybody. Okay, now I'm going to check the second sentence here. Ben's sentence. Would it be a good idea to if you choose another well-paid job? Good. Sounds like you're giving a suggestion to somebody struggling with his current job, right? So wouldn't be would it be a good idea? So Ben here, if you use if, then you don't need to. Would it be a good idea if you choose another well-paid job? Does that make sense? Yep. So everybody, I think this expression, I'm going to make some change. It depends on the context. You might want to use to do something or if someone does something. So let's change that into would it be a good idea to or if, right? Depends on what you want to say. Okay, next one. Would it be a good idea to swap my shift with another staff? Good. Excellent. Next, would it be a good idea to allow me to turn in assignment late? I think Nat, what you meant by turn in, did you mean handing? To give? Nat, is this your sentence?
Yes.
Yep. So when you said turn in, did you mean to give something to somebody?
I saw in the Microsoft team, they say turn in when I submit assignment. I
Yeah.
use
So,
this word. Yeah.
did you mean submit?
Yeah.
Yes, submit. Or hand in. Hand in is more let's say casual. So you could say submit. That makes sense. That makes sense. You could say that allow me to submit the assignment. I will say later. But a more formal way here, Nat, we could say, would it be a good idea to grant me? Grant means to give something good. Grant me an extension. Extension means to make something longer. An extension of the assignment. That means, in a simpler way, means give me a longer time to finish my assignment. Does that make sense, Nat? Yeah. For example, if your assignments is due on again 20th, then if your professor, for example, postpone it to 25th, then you get a 5 days of extension. Is that clear, Nat? Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. Would it be a good idea arrive earlier to start the task? I think I got your idea. But George, would you explain more about what you mean here?
Would I be a good idea arrive earlier to start the act?
So maybe somebody's told you that they cannot finish something. So you are giving a suggestion saying that maybe they could just arrive earlier to do the task.
The task.
Yeah, good. So I think for your context, you could use this one. Would it be a good idea if? So would it be a good idea if you arrive earlier to start the task? Which can make it sound better. Does that make sense, George? Excellent.
Okay.
Yes.
Would
Would it be a good idea to solve problems in a good way? What do you mean, Bayu?
Yeah. But
Can you give me more context? Like, when does someone say that?
a good idea to solve. Maybe to better solve problems in way.
Okay, so maybe a better way?
Yes.
Yeah, a better way sounds better, right? Good. Thank you, Bayu. That's a good sentence.
Sorry.
Next one, Andrea. Gonna type down sentence. Would it be a good idea if another person is available for weekend? Andrea, can you explain more what you mean here?
Will it be?
Uh-huh.
I go if there is another person is available.
Yeah, so what suggestion are you giving? What are you suggesting?
Have a viable for weekend.
Available? Did you say available? If another person is available for the weekend,
For the weekend.
Do you mean to ask someone take the work at the weekend? So have another person work at the weekend? Not that?
No.
Okay, that's all right, Andrea. So I guess this is a bit of misunderstanding of how you use this expression. I'm not quite sure, but what you need to do with this expression here, would it be a good idea? You're giving a suggestion, right? If you don't understand this word, suggestion, I'll need you to consult the dictionary, find the word in the dictionary, and translate that into your own mother tongue, your own language, make sure you understand the meaning of this word. Yeah, suggestion. So what you need to write, this part or this part, it should be a suggestion. Does that make sense, Andrea? Andrea, do you understand the meaning of this word? No.
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, good. So that's all right. I mean, that's a good try, and this is a hard task for you. So at least you have written a sentence. That's really good. But let's say we can try another time in the next task. So good work.
Okay.
Next one. Yeah, thank you, Andrea. Next one. Almost. Better to have more lunch. Lunch breaks. Sounds like it's something you want to talk to our teacher. Is that right, Momo? You need to unmute your microphone. I can't hear you.
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, is there something you want to talk to our teacher with? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I totally understand. Sure, that's a good sentence. I mean, that's a good example, but let's do some wording change. Would it be a good idea? So you see here, be better. So a good idea is already saying to make something better. So you don't have to say that, right? Would it be a good idea if we have a longer lunch break? Because you're talking about the time. So not more breaks, but longer lunch break. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah. And I hope you'll get
Thank
an answer yes. Actually, you've sent it twice. Yeah. Anyways, that's yeah, that's how you express it. Excellent. Good try, everybody. Hi, Sutor. Have you made it home?
Yes.
Yeah, excellent. Good.
Okay.
Did you listen to everything while
Yes,
you were
of
driving?
course. Yes.
Yeah, good. I hope that will help. Well, probably without looking at the words, you could get lost. But finally, you're home, and we haven't finished yet. We still get a chance to practice. And now we're going to move on to the next task. So last week we wrote a letter about paying your rent late, and this week it's gonna be revolving around another topic. There we go. Okay, now Sutor, can I get you to read the task for everybody?
Yes.
Let's hear.
Letter of request practice 2. You are sick and will be unable to see for your. Okay. Could you move a little bit? Okay.
I
Right.
think you're annotating on the screen. I need to clean it.
Yeah, okay.
Is
Your
that clearer?
Yes.
Mhm.
Write to your professor and tell him details about the exam you were supposed to take. Why you can't take the exam. Make suggestions about that could be done.
Good. Thank you, Sutor. Excellent. Good reading. So let's just make sure everybody are on the same page. Make sure you understand the prompt. What does sick mean? Anyone?
Unwell.
Unwell. Yeah. Right. I was switching between your profiles and I saw someone, I'm not sure who that was. It's actually showing me the fever. Was that right? Yeah, was that Momo? Yeah, right, good example. Or like coughing or cold, sorry, you don't feel good, right? And the one of the most famous sickness recently, everybody knows the COVID-19, right? So if someone gets COVID-19, you're sick. This person is sick. Okay, so because you are sick, I mean, I don't wish you're sick, just a scenario, and will be unable to sit for your final exam. Unable to do something means you cannot. Not. Oh, by the way, I just missed a contraction. We were talking about contraction, which means, for example, isn't and is not, right? The short ways to write the words. And one thing you need to be clear is how you write the full version of can't. Right? Cannot is one word. It's not two words, right? One word. So in a formal letter writing, when you want to use can't, or let's say if you want to use cannot instead of can't, make sure it's one word, no space between them. Is that clear?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so you're sick and will be unable to sit for your final exam. The sit for exam means to attend. Means to attend your exam. So because you're sick, you cannot come to the exam. Write to your professor and tell him the following things here. Details about the exams you're supposed to take, why you can't take the exam, and make suggestions about what could be done. Okay, now first, I'll get someone else to read the prompt for us again. Andrea, would you read the sentence
Yes,
here
teacher.
first?
You are sick and will be unable to sit for your
final
exam.
Yeah, final exam.
Final exam.
Excellent.
Write to your professor and tell him.
Yeah, good. Thank you, Andrea. Very good.
Okay.
So you're sick and I will be unable to sit for your final exam. Write to your professor and tell him. Okay. Now, in this letter, you're going to mention the details about the exam. Details about the exam you're supposed to take. Any ideas, everybody? what could be the details?
Could be the date and time of the exam.
Yes, the date and the
Oh.
time. Thank you. Anything else?
Subject.
Yeah, the subject. Or in a college, we would probably say it depends on the university or college. You could, but could be the code, the course code, right? So when you are writing a letter, you can make up one. You won't be judged with that. So you could say probably HRT 435. So this is your course, for example. Doesn't matter. Yeah. The details. Time, date, subject. And why you can't take the exam. Right? So this is when, remember, when you use the situation. Situation is that. What? And the last, make suggestions. So of course, you are making suggestions to your professor. Your professor is not 100% gonna take your suggestion. So we have to be polite, we have to be sincere, and it is good to use the expression, would it be a good idea to, or if. Okay, and right now I'm going to give you, of course, not just letting you write everything. We're going to write a springboard. Then you can take your time to finish the task. So what do we start with, everybody? Let's write the letter together. Remember the 8 steps? What do we do at the beginning? Can anyone tell me?
Opening.
Yes, opening. And what it means by opening is you are, was that Ken? Sorry, was that Ken answering?
No, no, I'm sorry.
That was Sarem.
Ah, sorry.
That's all right.
Thank you, Sarah. So, what I meant by opening is addressing the reader's name. All right. So you might say, dear someone. Okay. Last time we wrote, dear madam or sir. Will that work this time? Are we going to write the same thing?
Can we pretend that you are the professor now so then we can address it to you? Put your name.
Oh, sure.
Yes,
sure.
yes. So, yeah.
Just
so
make
we'll know.
sure everybody knows my name, how to spell my name, Dylan. Just pretend that this is my family name, whatever.
Sorry, I mean enter, but I sent it to you. Ignore that one. Sorry.
Yeah.
With the chat box, like when you type and you need to enter, like go to the next line and you press enter.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, what it's happened, it doesn't, yeah, how can I do that in the chat box? So you see, I try to write my letter here. I put dear Dylan, comma, and I mean to enter it to bring me to the next line so then I can start writing. But instead it sent my message. You get what I'm, yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. I've done this many times. Yeah.
All right. Everybody, that's a good question.
Yeah.
So when you are typing in the chat box, when you are typing in the chat box, you want to start a new line, right? For example,
that's right.
Dear Professor, blah, blah, blah. Then you want to start a new line. Do this, right? You press enter. This key on your keyboard, enter. Normally, you press enter, but if in the chat box, you press enter, that will send the text, right? So what you need to do is hold shift and enter.
Ah,
Try that,
okay.
you will
Yeah.
start a new line.
All right, let me try.
Okay. So the opening, dear professor, comma. Yeah, that works. Can good.
Question, please. So for IELTS writing, right? I'm not sure how many type of letter will need to be written anyway, but anyway, you focus on a formal letter writing today. So let's say if the task given you to, let's say to write a letter to a professor, but they also give the name of the professor. Do I have to say, dear Professor, let's say Smith, or just say dear Smith or Mr. Smith?
If it is, that's a good question. So it's a cultural thing. In English culture, if someone has a title, it is always good and respectful to address their title. So professor, doctor. These are the ones that you need to mention.
Okay.
Yeah. And the other things doesn't quite matter. But you could probably want to say Mr.
Okay.
or Miss, right?
Yeah. Thank you.
No worries. Okay, as I was saying, we don't need sir or madam, because that sounds like you're not sure who this person is. And what's next? I think Baju. What's the second step in the 8 steps writing?
Yes. Sorry.
Baju, did you answer? Is that I missed your answer?
Introduce.
What's the second step? So
Second.
this is the first step.
Introduce.
Information, background information, background.
Information A. Or background.
Is the background, not the information yet. You need to, well, no matter what you are writing about, you need to make sure the reader knows who you are, right? Because you receive an email from someone. And imagine if you were the professor and someone just directly speaking about what's the matter. That's weird, because you don't even know who this person is. So it's always important to introduce the background, who you are, and what kind of connections you have with this person. So the background is telling about your information. So my name is right, your full name. Then okay, except for your full name, what else information can you provide? Ben, any idea?
Can repeat me, please?
Yeah, so see, we have in the first step, we address the professor, dear professor, blah, blah, blah. My name is blah, 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 right? Imagine if you were the student, what else information do you need to say?
I have been studying in your school for almost 2 years.
Good, excellent. Very good, Ben. So you're giving some further information about who you are, not just the name, your identity, right? Good. So it doesn't have to be that much. Let's just say I am a student in, so you're gonna in a class. The class or the course code. Course code. And I was supposed to means I should. Well, as planned, I should. But unfortunately, something happened. I was supposed to sit for the exam at final exam at. But here you're gonna mention date and no. The time comes first, then the date. I am writing in connection with my absence from this exam. That means this sentence means I'm writing to talk about the thing that I cannot come to this exam. Right? What comes next? What's the third step?
The third step.
Yeah, Ken, what did you just say? Was that Ken? Sorry, it's
The third step. Oh, it's information A.
yeah, information A. Good, excellent. Ken, I think it's probably because of your Wi-Fi, your internet service. It kind of glitchy and lagging. Yeah, so if you want your voice go better, maybe you could it's fine to turn off your camera. Yeah. Yeah, so information A. What is the information? It's the request, right? No, sorry, not the request. The information. What's going on? What happened? So here you could say the situation is that. So talk about that you're sick. And then now we have explained the situation. What comes next? Sutor, any idea?
You mean the situation?
Yeah, so I have, if after writing this sentence, imagine I have finished this, right? I've finished this. The next sentence, what can I say?
And say the reason why I cannot attend the exam class.
Well, that's here. That's the reason, underlined part. So this is what you need to write, the reason. So after I have explained the reason, what comes next?
Like a suggestion.
Very, very good.
Yes.
Absolutely, the suggestion. So I've explained why I cannot attend the exam.
Yes.
And then I'm asking for something. I'm making a request. And the request here is actually a suggestion. Would it be a good idea if or two? Okay. So next one, last one, you could say, thank you for your time and consideration. Yours sincerely. Your full name. Okay, that's it. So now, everybody, what you're going to do is using this template, fill the gaps, and write your own letter. Any questions? So if you want to Andrea, do you know what we are doing right now? Andrea? Yeah, do you know what we are doing right now?
No.
Not very sure. Okay, so you see this letter here, right? What you're going to do is fill the blanks and write your own letter. See these places? Here, yeah, yeah. And put that in the chat box.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Always feel free if you don't understand. Feel free to ask. Okay. Yeah, so let's just go get it. 2 more minutes.
Dylan.
Yep.
I thought I'm gonna hold on to the question, but I don't think I can wait. So for the IELTS academics, with the writing part, how many writing and what type of writing that we expect on the exam date?
You're asking about the
Exam on an exam day.
academic.
Yeah, for academic.
So for I think, well, writing, there were 2 tasks, but there will be no letter writing.
Okay.
Yeah. One is graph writing.
Yeah.
So we're going to analyze a chart, for
Yeah.
example, a bar chart or a pie chart, something like that.
Mm.
The other one is
It's essay.
an essay.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I enjoy your class. I'm learning a lot.
Thank you.
But would that be something that I need to practice if it's not part of the exam? I mean,
I
to
think
join
this
your
is-
class.
I am teaching the tasks for IELTS writing as well, but I think this is something you need to speak to your agent. And
Okay.
yeah,
And ask
I'm
them
not quite
about
sure
that.
about the
Yeah.
scheduling.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah, and that's why I'm asking you, am I coming to the right class? But you replaced Miss May, right? Miss May would be the teacher for today.
Well, it's not kind of replacing. So we I think we don't have a fixed schedule.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
And you're gonna keep going for today until 7 o'clock, is it?
No, I will be with
With us
class
till
red.
5. Okay. Yeah, with class red from 5 till 7.
Yeah.
Okay. Because like I said, I'm very new to the Zoom class as well. So all my understanding is that today I have a back-to-back class. It's a 3 to 5 o'clock and then 5 to 7, and I'm in red class.
In what class?
Red.
Great.
Red. R-E-D.
Red. Yeah. Yeah. So I will be in red.
Okay. All right then. Thank you.
No worries. All right. So we're kind of running out of time. We don't have much time to go through every single detail, and I just copy on the file. But I'm going to give you suggestions individually to everybody. First one, let me see, Sarams. My name's Saram, one of the students, because if you're saying one of the students, you're saying you're the one of the group. So the student is plural.
Yeah, okay.
Students.
Yeah.
One of the students in HCS 401 class, I was supposed to sit for my final exam on the 5th of August. Yeah. So okay, the smallest time always goes first. Right. So the time, the day, month, the year.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm writing in connection with my exam. I'm sorry for not so you would say, I'm sorry that I will not be able to attend this exam.
Oh.
So, because if you say I'm sorry for,
Mm.
it's always connected with a, well, not always, but usually a noun or a, like being or doing verbs.
Okay.
So I'm sorry for being rude. I'm sorry for
Oh.
interrupting you.
Yep.
Yeah, like doing something. Sorry for
Yeah.
doing something. The situation was that I contract.
I was contracted or I contract?
You could just say I got.
I got COVID-19. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had or I got.
Or you could say I got. Yeah,
I got.
Or to be more formal, you could say I tested positive.
Okay, I tested positive. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And had to stay isolated for 1 week. Therefore, I was not allowed to go out my house.
Mm.
Would it be a good idea for me to resit for my final exam? On another day.
Okay.
This is not something incorrect with English,
Mm.
but more like, scenario appropriate, because you're not sure how the university works. So
yeah, that's right.
just
Better.
another day.
Another day. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for your time and consideration. Please let me know if the time is
Yeah, this is because I give the date, so
if the time is not suitable. Well, we will usually say if the time is suitable, is not suitable. If
okay.
the time is suitable for you. So that I can arrange another time which is convenient for you.
Yeah. Thank you.
No worries. So basically, there are some wording issues, but our goal is understanding how to use the expressions. The situation is that, and give suggestions. And
Okay.
you've done it well. Good job.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. And next one, Baju. My name is. Oh, that's a long name. Oh, sorry, that's not Baju. That's Ben. Ben. My name is. I'm a student in Turner English. Yeah. Ben. So it's just a tip for you that it's a cultural thing. Turner English is not a school. It's a college. So you could just say at Turner English. That's fine. Yeah. And in English, school only refer to the years from grade 1, or let's say year 1 to year 12. So before people grow up, they go to school. Then after schools, after they finish the high school courses, they don't go to school. They're called college. So that might be different than the concept in your mother tongue, your own language. So school only refer to the years that, like the primary school, middle school, or let's say secondary school, high school. Those are schools. I have been studying in your school. So I'm writing to let you know that I'm writing. So Ben, I'm writing in connection with my absence. This is a better choice because if you say let you know, like I let you know, sounds like you're the boss. Yeah. So we wouldn't say that if you write a letter to the professor. Does that make sense, Ben? Yeah. Okay. Next, The situation is that I've been sick for months. It would be a good idea if I could do this online. Thank you. Oh, that's a good suggestion. Do it online. Very good.